Morning, guys. This is Blesso S, intern at CyberSapiens from the batch of 16 CF Lab specialization. Today, my topic is Nmap, the network mapper, which is one of the essential tools for network discovery and security auditing. Let's take a look at what is Nmap. Nmap is a powerful open source network scanning tool created by Gordon Lyon Finder in 1997. It has become one of the industry standard and many companies using this tool for network discovery and security auditing. It is one of the tools used by the security professionals and network administrators to discover the host and identify the open ports and detect the running services and the potential vulnerabilities they are facing across all the networks. Nmap is a cross-platform support which is supported on three platforms: Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. It is also available in both command line interface and GUI format for different user preferences and skill levels. And let's see the uses of Nmap. The Nmap uses is which operates by sending carefully crafted IP packets to target the host and to analyze the responses to build a comprehensive network profile. The Nmap can discover the host, that is the host discovery. It can identify which devices are active and responsive on the network. It can also do a port scanning, detects open TCP and UDP ports that may accept the connections. It can also detect the service detection in which service versions that is running on. It can also detect the OS versions by using the OS fingerprinting, and it can also perform automated vulnerability checks using the Nmap scripting engine, that is NFC scripts. The key features that make the Nmap indispensable are the fast and flexible scanning. It can use some fast scanning methods to comprehensive deep scans to adapt to our needs. It can configure the scan intensity, timing, the range, everything can be configured from our end. It can use the Nmap scripting engine. As I mentioned, it has more than over 600 pre-built scripts for vulnerability detection. It can also have multiple output formats like XML, grep format in security tools and CM platforms, etc. And it is also a firewall detection. It can identify firewall rules, packet filtering mechanism, network security controls, and understand our tool security posture and identity misconfiguration. Nmap is used in most use case scenarios in real world for security audits, like to find the open ports and the vulnerable ports before the malicious hacker can exploit them. And it can be used in penetration testing to map the complete network topology, identify the attack vectors. It is also used in asset inventory, like to automate network device discovery during mergers, acquisitions, onboarding, etc. It is also used in compliance verification, like validate port closures, like security control standards used in PSI, DSSS, HIPAA, and SOC2. Let's see what are the Nmap example scenario. It can be used in initial reconnaissance, like example, a penetration tester can launch a Nmap scan in the corporate network to assess the security posture, and it can be used to discover the network over thousands of IP addresses and identify the open ports and the running services. And it can also detect the vulnerability detection using the NSE scripts by using the weak cipher configurations and outdated service versions. And the hacker or the penetration tester can compile a comprehensive report with prioritized findings, enabling the security team to patch the vulnerabilities. Why we need to choose Nmap over other network tools? Because Nmap is not like another passive monitoring tools like Wireshark, because Wireshark can only capture the network traffic and analyze them, but Nmap actively probes your network to provide comprehensive discovery and assessment capabilities. Nmap has many versions and many advantages. Like I said, it has active scanning. Okay, it can discover the hidden devices and services. It can detect the voice detection and identify the system types and versions. It can also detect the system versions and NSE scripting. And it is being trusted by all the red teams and blue teams because Nmap goes far beyond from simple port scanning, as it's a complete network intelligence platform. And staying ahead of threats with Nmap, because in today's landscape, threats are more continuously occurring on our environment. So continuous network visibility is essential for maintaining the security, like detect a shadow IT. Like we need to discover the unauthorized services and the rogue services that bypass standard approval process and validate controls, verify the firewall rules, security policies in hybrid cloud. And for supply chain security, we need to scan the vendor and third-party systems to identify and mitigate the supply chain vulnerabilities. And we need to continuously monitor for network that track the network changes, detect newly introduced vulnerabilities in real time. And now we can see what the Nmap is all about. You can download the Nmap using the link provided below. It is nmap.org, or you can use the Linux command and install the Nmap. These are the some examples of Nmap commands. Like nmap help can be used to show all the Nmap commands that we can use on the Linux terminal. And as I mentioned, I have screenshotted it from Kali Linux terminal. And as a target scan, we can just give the nmap as our IP address in which we can use the target scan and we can do it. And we can check for host discovery using the sn command. If the host is up and running, and we can use check for open ports using the -pn command. And we can check for service version of the device, like if it's a which server Apache or what and all it's running on the background. You can use the -s capital V command. And for specific ports, we can use the port numbers too. We can configure it like we can, for the first screenshot, you can see that I have configured it like 21 to 23. So it shows only the ports open between 21 to 23. And for OS detection, we can check with the -o command. It will show the OS in which it's running, if it's a Linux, Mac, Windows, etc. And we can also use the traceroute command to traceroute the IP address. And we can also use the miscellaneous command, which will do the OS detection, service detection, traceroute, script, everything on the same command, which will be used as -a for miscellaneous scan. And for script scanning, you can use the -s, small s and capital C command to use the script command to check for the scripts running. And now we will check for the examples in an lab, which I'm going to show you. Here I have already set up a metasploitable machine. Yes, and here's the IP address. It is 192.168.101.129. And here's my Kali machine. I've set up a virtual lab, and let's work some commands. I'm going to the root directory and just type nmap and see here's all the commands that we can program and process with nmap. The script command version, fast mode, scan ports, zombie, ping scan, list scan, everything will be shown here. And here just let's do the simple one. You can just use nmap 192.168.101.129. It is my metasploitable machine that I have set up it earlier. See guys, this is the Nmap scan repo that we can get with the Nmap. We can see all the ports open and autonomous services running if it's a file transfer protocol or a security shell, telnet, SMTP, domain, hypertext transfer protocol, everything, shell, MySQL, which services are running on which ports. And we can also use the ping scan. It will be like -s small ping. This will ping up if the host is up and running, and it will also show us the MAC address, which is I'm doing on a VMware. We can also do a list scan. This is the list scan, which will only show that no MAC address, but it will show only the port which is showing no host stuff because it is just pinging it and it will show only the DNS. And if we give -p, it will show all the active ports, which will only show the open ports. And there is another command there. We can use hyphen top and just 10 means it will show only the top 10 ports on it and it will not show all the ports. And there are also many scanning techniques available in Nmap, like a TCP connect scan. We can use the command of -s capital T. It is a TCP scan, which will only uses a three-way handshake and which will find only the TCP ports. And there is another command is the TCP sync scan, which is a -s capital S. It is a half open scanning, which will sense only SYN packets and won't create any session. It's a fast and reliable one. And we also have a UDP scan here. The UDP scan is one of the slowest scan, which will find only UDP port. And you can check here that it will take many more time because it is one of the slowest scanning. And it will want, if the port is reachable, it will send you there. But if the port is unreachable, the port is closed. That's all. So it will not show anything other than that. You can check there. See that scan has only taken 2.93% time. It is one of the slowest scan. And we can also use a null scan, which is a which is with the command of S and N. It will show all the filter data. It is only the use of null scan. It will respond none if the port is open. If it will respond the RST acknowledgement if the port is closed. And we can also check for the service version. As I mentioned earlier, it is SV. Yeah, it is showing the version, but it can't say the version, but service detection has been performed and it is showing as metasploitable. Yes, the service version is here and the Linux I'm running on it. And we can also use ideal scan that is also called a zombie scan for any IP. It is yes, capital I. It's showing that no targets were specified and many users use this ideal scan. This is ideal scan or also called a zombie scan. And we can also use a timing scan that is using the command of T. There are different types of scan. If this is a T0 is one of the slowest scan, it is also called as paranoid and it is one of the slowest scan. You can check for it. It is taking very long time. There is another one, T1. It is a sneaky scan, but it will also take some time. It is not normal as the below scans. See that it is only elapsed 0 host has been completed. R ping scan timing. It is one of the slowest scan. And T2 is another one scan. It is a polite scan. It is also will take some time, not regular as a ping scan or a fast scan. It is also checking for the sync skill timing is only 2.40% done. And T3 is a normal scan, which will give the immediate response. T4 is an aggressive scan. It can also give all the response immediately. And T5 is the insane scan. These are very normal scans. And there is T0. I'm sorry. You can also check for the OS versions by using the -o command. It will just select the OS version and let you know what OS it's running. See, I'm running on a Linux terminal and it's showing the Linux versions and everything. And we can also use a traceroute command to check for the traceroute of my IP. See that my IP is 192.168 and it is run the traceroute here. And as I mentioned, the miscellaneous scan is we can run it -a. It will show all the things on the same scan, service detection, OS, traceroute, everything will be done on the same scan. It's taking some time. See guys, it is a host script is there, tracer route, OS detection, everything is shown on a single scan report. You can check there. Which and all the net bias is open. Ciphers are shown, the weak ciphers, and it will show all the details. That is session timeout, host key, everything will be shown here. And the last is the script engine, which is yes. Okay, we can see it is done with the 600 plus built-in inbuilt modules for the script engine. It's taking some time. It's going to be done. So you can see that it is undergoing a script scan at the moment. See that you can see all the script results here with the script command, which OS, computer name. I'm doing it on a metasploitable IP, so it's showing there. And you can also check for this all the. You can see here I've mentioned the script command and it's working here. Thank you guys. This is my Nmap presentation and hope you liked it. Thank you.